Welcome to Friday Friends, RI Elder Info's weekly look at the organizations and individuals providing resources for Rhode Island seniors, caregivers, and professionals.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is 9 o'clock on Friday, and you are watching me, Deb Burton, Executive Director of RI Elder Info, and the host of Friday Friends, our streaming podcast, which has been going on since the summer of 2020. Now, as you all know, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we could not do this without the support of our sponsors. So a huge shout out to Point 32 Health Foundation, as well as Oak Street Health and United Healthcare. We could not bring you this information without the support of our sponsors. So big thank you. It's important that we get the word out so that you hit the like button, the share button, the bells, the whistles, all those social media cues that say, hey, check this out, because today's episode is actually something that is going to be for literally all ages. It is a very interesting, very creative new product that has come out that really does cross all ages. So I really want you to make sure that you share this out across all the demographics that you are friends, family, coworkers, associates with. It's solving a very interesting problem that is impacting many, many people. So as you all know, we can't bring you Friday Friends without the support of our sponsor, McCarthy Law. Here's a moment with McCarthy Law.
Here at McCarthy Law, we practice in the areas of estate planning, long-term care planning, elder care law, and residential real estate. Our focus is really on providing peace of mind to our clients.
If you're interested in scheduling a consultation with our office, you can feel free to reach out to us at 401-541-5540. You can also reach out via website at www.mccarthylawri.com. You also should check out our social media, both on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn for some helpful tips and tricks.
Good morning, Austin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Very good. So I have to say you are probably, I know for sure, actually, to date, you are the youngest guest ever on Friday Friends. But what you're doing is really interesting and solving a very pervasive problem. So can you tell everybody, who are you and what it is that you're doing?
I'm Austin Haskins. I'm the CEO and founder of Haskins Industries, LLC. Haskins Industries is a company that I founded. It's a technology company. Basically right now we create AI chatbots that provide support and companionship to people who may be struggling or just need a friend. And in the future, we plan on expanding into robotics and maybe automation and stuff like that.
That is awesome. You know, it was interesting. I read the Providence Business News and I saw the article there about what you've created, and they had some links to some other articles. And I followed those links too because I have to do some due diligence. And I saw that one of your initial founders was one of your initial investors was someone that I knew. And I realized that I actually met you many years ago. And it was kind of the origin story of your business. So could you share a little bit more about what it is that you have created?
So I made an AI called JJ. It is not a counselor. It is a companion to help you when you're struggling and can answer questions and give you advice on whatever topics you need. And basically, its purpose is just to make you feel validated and like everything you're going through is normal and that it's going to be okay.
And so it's not exactly a mental health clinician. It is designed to be more of a friendly support system?
Yes, because myself nor the chatbot are licensed mental health counselors. So.
Okay. All right. Very good. Now, I know that loneliness is something that is impacting across the demographics. So there's studies showing that folks in elementary, high school, college are feeling lonely. There's definitely a lot of research in relation to older adults and caregivers feeling lonely. What was it that drove you to create this AI?
So 5 years ago, I lost my brother to cancer 3 days before my 12th birthday, and I definitely struggled with my mental health. And I know before he passed, he was struggling with his mental health a lot, and I knew I couldn't cure cancer or anything like that, so I needed to find something that I could help with. And uh, while I was researching this, it was the rise of AI and all that, and I was like, hey, this is a pretty good idea. So I figured out how to make one, and I named it after him, and with the goal of just trying to help as many people as possible.
So the name of your AI bot is called JJ after your brother.
Yes.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
so if you feel comfortable, would you share how old you are?
Today, 16.
So you're 16-year-old prodigy who
Mm,
lost your brother just days before your 12th birthday, and
yes.
you found some of the challenges in addressing the grief that comes. And without being a clinician or anything like that, you created JJ to help other people.
Yes.
It's amazing what can come from great loss.
Mm.
And it's quite the origin story. Is JJ something that if people are using it, that if they are expressing anything that could be alarming, maybe they're thinking of harming themselves or harming another, what does the AI do in that case?
So what it will do is it will immediately stop the conversation, and depending on the type of harm you're trying or you're looking to commit or do, like if you're trying to hurt yourself, it will give you hotlines to call and urge you to reach out to somebody who can help you. Because again, it's not a mental health counselor and it's not a physical person, so it can't help you. So in that
What kind of
situation,
things can JJ do?
it can provide mental health support. It really listens to you and kind of personalizes its answers towards you. So it'll kind of build on itself and then just say like it'll ask you questions. Will this make you feel better? Do you think this would help? Well, tell me things about this or whatever you brought up, and just really tries to listen and be empathetic and hear you out and just make sure you know that you have somebody to talk to.
And so I've tested your app and I've tested it kind of hard. Um, you know, the scenarios that I was using to test it were related to individuals, say, who were caregiving for a loved one with dementia. And I have to say the AI was really good at responding in a human-like way. And I would assume it's been a couple decades or more since I was a teenager, but I would assume that it would also have the ability to respond if someone were, say, a teenager and struggling with some of the issues that teens face today as well. Would that be correct?
Yes. Any problem that you have, it can give you an answer to, but it cannot diagnose you because again, it is not. I'm not licensed to provide counseling, and neither is the bot.
That's awesome. So if somebody's interested in using JJ, where would they find it?
You can go to HaskinsIndustries.com and you can
Okay.
navigate to the JJ section. It'll show you a little demo. There's a little video with a demo of it, so you know what you're getting into. And then you can click sign up. You sign up, make an account, and then you have access to JJ. And if you
Very
are a business that would like to use it, there is bundles that we offer. All you have to do is email us at HaskinsIndustries@gmail.com.
it's not very often I get to talk to a prodigy, but I feel like that's really what you are at 16 to create something that does interact in a real life way, in a real life non-robot voice.
Yes.
I think that's really interesting. So I understand that there's been some interest in some healthcare facilities being able to offer this to their to the individuals who are providing care for patients, as well as the patients themselves. What other uses could JJ be used for?
Pretty much anything. I mean, it could be used from anything from HR to just any individual who needs some assistance. It can really, there's no limit. I mean, there's not really a set boundary of what it can and can't be used for. Whatever you want to use it for, you can use it for, as long as it's not harming yourself or others or anything else, obviously.
So you can't ask it to do tell you how to do bad things. It's already
No.
built in such a way that it would not allow that. So that's good.
Yeah.
And so it is HaskinsIndustries.com,
Yes.
right? And if
That's
they
correct.
wanted to reach out to you, what is your email again?
HaskinsIndustries@gmail.com. And there's also a contact us page on our website.
Okay, so if people have questions, then they can reach out to you directly.
Yep.
And what do you see the growth potential for this?
Exponential. I see it could be used in limitless businesses due to the fact that it could be used in HR or niche businesses like Care One or the Izzy Foundation, stuff like that. There's really no limit to where it could go, so I see it being limitless, exponential.
That is awesome. And I noticed when I was testing it as though I was a caregiver for someone who lived someplace else. And I noticed that it has the ability to find resources wherever you tell it to find resources.
Yes.
So that's really good. How long did it take you to build this?
I worked on it for about since the last summer. I was working on it. I was just in my workshop downstairs and just working away. Some days I wake up at 6 a.m. and not be done until 6 p.m. and still didn't get much done. But it just kept going. And after a couple of months, I finally publicly launched this year, January 1st. But I formed the business back in December. So it's been a while to get the ball rolling and everything.
New businesses always do, but I think you have something that is solving a problem that really does cross demographics. So our youth to our older adults to individuals who often feel disconnected and lack someone to talk to.
Yep, that was the goal.
Yeah. So, I think, Bill Gates, when he was developing Microsoft, he worked day in, day out as well. I think he worked in his garage. And now everybody knows Bill Gates.
Yep.
It's pretty cool to be talking to someone who could be the next Bill Gates.
Yeah, I can only hope.
Absolutely. So what other message would you like to share with everyone who's watching?
Just whatever your passion is, no matter what you want to do, as long as you work at it and you don't give up, you'll be able to do it. And I know that because I'm in the process of doing it.
Very
And
good.
regarding JJ, it's really amazing. Like I use it myself, so I'm not just giving you this random thing that I have no idea if it works. I tested it myself. Deb has tested it. It's really truly amazing. And when I was using it with my real problems, it truly surpassed my expectations, and I'm the one who made it. It was really great, and I really hope that it helps you.
I'd love it. This is great. So I'm really glad that you were able to come on today. Again, it's Haskins Industries, plural.com, HaskinsIndustries@gmail.com. And individuals can download the app from HaskinsIndustries.com, right?
Yeah,
And
so
it's a
you can go on the
subscription model.
website. Yes, so it's not like an app per se, because I don't have it in the app store, because then it says extra hoops to jump through. So if you just go to the website, there's either a little button in the bottom left corner where you can download the app, and it'll be on your home screen, so you can click it and it'll take you right to the website, or you can go to the app installation page if the little circle doesn't pop up for you for some reason.
And everything is secure, so nobody's data is being mined or anything like that.
Nope. Everything is perfectly secure. I hosted it through a bigger company to make sure that all parameters were and all policies were followed.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. Well, Austin, I'm very glad that you were able to join me today. I met you
I'm very
many,
glad.
many years ago when you were very young. And to see what has come out of the loss of your brother, that you're solving for all of those feelings that come up when these things happen, and really have created something that is going to benefit the world and have us remember your brother.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Everybody, I don't bring on a lot of new companies, things like that. But JJ is a really interesting AI app that I believe really can make a difference for folks who are feeling social isolation and loneliness, and allow them to interact. And yes, it is with AI, but it is in a secured system, and it is something that can help us feel more connected to others when some of us don't have anybody. So I think that that's a great opportunity in this. Again, it's Haskins Industries, and I think just check it out. Check it out for yourself. It's really pretty cool. And I've known this young man for a long time, and from heartache has brought something that is going to solve challenges that many of us face. So I am glad that you have all joined me here today. I look forward to seeing you again next week. In the meantime, be well and be kind.
If you like this video, please follow us on social media and subscribe on YouTube. For more information, visit rielderinfo.com or call 401-585-0509. If you have any questions, email deb@rielderinfo.com.